Hi all, welcome to Racsinfotech. In this video, I'm going to share you the difference between Oracle DBA and Oracle Apps DBA skill set. Both are two different skills, right? Oracle DBA, if you learn this course, this is one kind of technical skill which you can use it to work, one kind of job role. And if somebody is having Oracle Apps DBA skill set, that is another Oracle Apps DBA skill set, another Oracle DBA related skill set and different job role. So Oracle DBA profile is one and Apps DBA profile is secondary. And some organizations, they will ask somebody who knows Oracle DBA and Apps DBA both together. Okay. First, you need to understand what is the main difference between these two. Then you can segregate or you can choose which skill you want to learn. Okay. What is first and what is second. Or together can we learn? That is also you can have an idea. Once we finish at this topic, you should have a proper knowledge on these two differences between these two skill set. Okay, let's get started. Like what is this Oracle DBA skill set? Who all can learn? Okay, and if you learn this Oracle DBA skill set, do you have a market scope? What is the salary which you can get and the future job security, right? Since till how many years this DBA job will be there? Because every day new technology coming into the market and we are confused human beings, right? We are confused. So before going to learn, we should understand and we should have a basic information about this technical skill set. Then we have to learn. Okay, so Oracle DBA, it's a very good technology for any IT related job, like somebody looking for IT job in the industry. This is one of the good technology to learn. And the scope of this Oracle DBA, it's a huge market and you will get huge opportunities in the world. Okay. Oracle DBA is an admin course. It is not a developer a related thing. So if you are going to learn this course, you no need to have the coding knowledge. Okay. You are not going to write anything, any kind of single line of code also, you are not going to write it. It's purely administration job. Okay. What is the roles or what Oracle DBA one mean? This job role, Oracle DBA. Somebody said I am Oracle DBA. What Oracle DBA will do? They will do these installations. What kind of installation it is? Oracle database software related installation. Okay. And the configuration, software installation and database configuration, and to manage the database. Once you install the software and you configure the database, then we need to manage, right? Whatever you have installed. Let me give a diagram. Okay. This is one system. Another name you call it as a server. Okay. Or else you can take a computer. This is one computer. So as a DBA, what we need to do? We need to install our database software. Okay. We need to install the database software in the system. In technically, we call it as a server, computer or server. Okay. As and when I talk about the server is nothing but your computer. So I'm going to talk only the technical words. Technical word is server. Okay. This server, if I want to install my database software, I need to have one operating system. Without this operating system, I cannot install this database software. Simply, I'll give you an example. You have your computer. Okay. Inside of your computer, you want to install some kind of media files or some video related things. If you want to view some kind of video, you need to install some VLC or some other medias, right? Media players. Okay, some software. Can you install directly on operating system, on this system in your computer without operating system, right? Without operating system, can we install any kind of software? No. Okay. If you want to install, if you want to manage your software, if you want to do any kind of configurations on any kind of server, operating system is mandatory. Without this operating system, we cannot do any kind of tasks. That's where as a DBA, we are going to work different kind of operating system. Those are Linux, Majority of the organizations are using operating system is Linux, Windows operating system, and so on. Mac is there, and so on. We'll talk about mostly this Linux platform. Okay. There could be different operating system. There are Sun Solaris is there, Spark is there, okay, CentOS is there, Ubuntu is there, so many. So majority of the organizations are using Linux operating system. So my system is there or my server is there and the operating system is installed. As a DBA, this is not your role to install the operating system. It is not your role. Okay. I'll go with high level, guys. I don't want to go in depth of this. It will take huge. The video length will be huge. We'll go with shorter and pinpoints. Done. Operating system is done. On top of that, as a DBA, you need to install the database software. Done. Once the software installed, we need to configure the database. Okay. Database is nothing but the storing your information. Okay. Storing the information. And as and when it required, you need to retrieve the information from the source. Source is database or any one of the particular place. So database is collection of your information putting into a specific place that we call it as a database. Simple. So software, if you want to create this database or if you want to configure this database, you need the software. Without software, we cannot do anything, right? Simply you have on WhatsApp, everybody is using. Without installing that WhatsApp software, can we chat with our or make a calls with our friends, right? Other person, no, right? Same way, first we need to install the database software and then we need to configure the database. Then only that is full-fledged database where we can use it. So these two are our DBA tasks. That is one thing. And once you have installed the database, I have software is installed and the configure the DB. If you configure the database, you will get table spaces and other things. Okay. Table spaces where you are going to store your information. Like in your Windows, when the Windows software is installed, like in your system, Windows software is installed, there we used to see C drive, D drive, E drive, drives, right? Why we need to use C drive, especially we are going to use for software installation. D and D, we can use our personal files, right? Similarly, in your database, we call it as a table space. There, as and when I want to write anything, the table information will store into the table space. That is the high level. Okay, we need to manage if my table space is full. As a DBA, you need to monitor these table spaces, and then as and when it is filled or close to fill, you have to add a extra storage. Okay, extra storage that. And if any maintenance is there, if you want to shut down your database, start up the database altogether, we call it as a management or maintenance. Okay, maintaining your database software. It's our duty as a DBA, our duty, install the software, configuring the database, shut down and start up the databases. Okay, and doing some kind of patching. I'll tell you those things as part of your roles. Okay, this is the high level. So as of now, we are using Oracle 19c as a long term. Even though we are having 23 AI software, okay, we are using 19c for long term database software. 23 AI, it will support up to 2032. Okay, 2032. I need to correct it. I'll make it a star. Okay. As per my knowledge, it's 20 up to 2032. It's 24. Next 8 years, we're having long-term support 23 AI. 19 say up to I think 2027 July. Okay. Extended support, everything is going to end it. Still 3 more years we have left for 19C. Somebody, those who are using 19C, if they want to upgrade to 23 AI, because it's going to support till 2032, right? It is 19C support till 27 only, 2027. So this is also our job. As a DBA, you need to upgrade your existing 19C software version to 23 AI. How we are going to do it? That is different story, okay? We need to learn. That's the DBA course, okay? These are all the high level of your Oracle DBA skills, main skills. So these high level things, what Oracle DBA will do. And what are the exact roles we can say, talk about? Installing the softwares, configuring the database, users creation, table space management. These are all high level things. Backup and recovery, doing the clones and DR activities. What is mean by this DR and all? We will discuss another video. These are all our Oracle DBA roles and responsibilities. Let me give you a clear picture here. This is one computer or one server. Operating system I have installed. DB software I have installed, and database configuration. Okay, DB configuration. Three parts, part one, part two, part three. This is our core DB. If somebody wants to access this database, this person may use his mobile or is my computer, or it's this location or place we call it as a client. Some client wants to connect to this DB. Okay, they can able to use like they can use putty, or they can use SQL developer or tool. Different tools is this. So client and server. This relation we call it as a client server relation for core DBA. Okay, remember that point. Let me make it. So if you want to learn Oracle DBA, mean somebody will ask you, I just finished my graduation, I just finished my post graduation. What are all the prerequisites to start this core DBA? From where I need to start, right? If you have a basic SQL or PLSQL language information, it means what is mean by the SQL. For anything, whenever you want to learn, there should be some basics, right? If you want to learn Oracle DBA, this Oracle database software has been made up with Java code and SQL and PLSQL related codes. If you know what is mean by the structured query language, what is mean by this SQL, what are all the commands we are going to use? This could be a select query, insert. What is mean by these queries? We can go with okay basic things. Okay, insert, update, delete, commit, rollback. There are like 20 to 30 commands will be there. If you know the basic thing, what exactly the select query will do, and what is mean by this insert query, what is mean by this update, okay, what exactly this will do, that basic information is needed. If you don't know also as part of this course, you will get to know those things. There is no hardcore like you have to have, there is no must, good to have. And basic idea on a Linux operating system or any operating system, it could be a Windows, okay, it could be a Windows or etc. So many operating systems is there. Majority of the organizations, they are using their operating system here, this part operating system, they used to use Linux for this Oracle database. On Windows also we can install our Oracle database software and we can configure it. So we need to know if you are installed your database software in Windows, what are all the commands we need to know? Basic commands, how to connect to the database and how to view the mount points or the directory structure, those. That's it, basic things. How to copy data, how to paste the data, how to rename the data, those things. So hardly 30 commands. Here I'll give you some examples like ls command, ps command, okay, ls-ltr command, cd command, copy command, move command to remove. These are all the simple OS commands for Linux, okay, etc. It could be hardly 30 to 40 commands, small words, 3 words, 5 characters, 6 characters kind of one. Hardly. There could be huge, I mean, more than 1,000, I mean, 100 or 500 commands. You don't need to remember, or we know it, even though I'm having more than 10 years of experience, I may not recall all the commands at one go, right? So slowly we can learn those things, but basic things, 30 to 40 commands, if you know, we can manage it with this operating system, how to handle this operating system, okay? And in operating system also, we used to have some kind of patching activity, other activities that is done by the separate technical skill guy, that is OS admin, operating system admin. So as a DBA, you need to manage these two and three parts: installation database, maintaining the database. But OS team is different. You just know what exactly, like how you are going to operate the basic commands. That's it. That is the basic skills. And advanced skills, like somebody join like or learn Oracle DBA and he's working, or he or she working from last 3 years or 4 years or 5 years. After 5 to 6 years at least, we should have to upskill ourselves, right? We should not go with the same skill with lifelong, right? So if you want to do upskill or advanced skills as part of Oracle DBA, we should learn about the database upgrade, as I said, right? If you are using a older version, suppose 12C database version, okay, that we need to upgrade to 19C. Now, most of the organizations are using 19C. If you want to upgrade 19C to 20C AI, 23 AI, how we need to do? That is one kind of activity. That is the advanced skill, not the fresher. If somebody join and immediately, the team is not going to assign that upgrade project. Okay, it requires some expertization, it requires some advanced skills. These are all advanced things. Migration is nothing but, suppose my database running on this operating system is Linux. Okay, I want to migrate my database which is running on this operating system Linux from operating system Linux to Windows operating system. That is different platform. I want to migrate it, my database, which is running here 19C. The same database I want to migrate it to 12C. Sorry, this Windows operating system. That we call it as a, okay. From Linux operating system to Windows operating system, if you want to migrate your 19C database, simply let me show you here. This is 19C software. And client requested, or their activity is, this is Linux operating system. They don't want to use Linux operating system. They want Windows operating system. Or else some other user we can take. I'm like favoritized on Oracle based software. So let consider this DB software and database configuration. Some clients are using Windows operating system and they're running 19C database. What they are thinking, they want to move their operating system from Windows to this Linux operating system, and they run same database they want to. So how we are going to do it? To move your Windows operating system to Linux operating system and installing your 19C and do the clone or do the data migration from different operating system, right? This database sits on your Windows. There could be different characters and other things will be there. So we need to convert everything. That activity we call it as a migration. Another way, this client is using on-prem local servers, okay, on-prem server. This client wants to move to cloud, okay, on cloud side. This could be Oracle Cloud Infrastructure, OCI Cloud. So this activity from on-prem database to cloud database, they want to move, they want to migrate it. That activity we call it as a migration. So if you want to do this kind of activity, it required extra skill set. Okay, it required extra skill set. So that we call it as an advanced skills. Then we need to learn slowly. Okay, after 5 years or 6 years, or if somebody knows within 2 years, he or she is interested to learn these things, they can learn it. These are not what I can say too much difficult or too much hard, very simple. But only thing is we need to focus and we need to understand the flow of the data migration, everything. Another skill set, rack. Simple thing. Rack is nothing but, as of now, I showed you, I have this database server. This database is installed on this operating system, on this operating system, DB has been installed. And the database, I'm trying to access it from this server, single node, okay, node one. If somebody is trying to access this node due to some operating system issue or power outage, the system is down. Okay, system is down. Then the database has been downtime. Business is going to hold for till the system is come up. They don't have any business, right? That is very difficult for the business, right? Suppose you are running some kind of social media or this what I can say, Flipkart or Amazon, you are going to sell it in the festival season. Okay. Most of the clients or customers are connected to this database and they're going to order it so many things. End of the day, if your database is not up and running, they cannot able to see anything. They cannot, applications is not able to accessible. So business is loss. For them, organizations are looking for high availability solution, that is rack, real application cluster, high availability solution. In that case, what we as a DBA, what we need to do is we will take two or more servers. Each server we should install the same operating system, Linux, and we need to install the database software 19C. And database configuration we can do third step. Okay, third step configuration we can do in a ASM file system or any other thing, third party. But ASM as part of your cluster software you used to get, here our database has been configured. So by using this instance from our this server, both the servers users can able to connect it and then they can access this database. Database is shared location we placed. Suppose this server is down. Okay, this server is down. Users cannot able to connect from here. Whatever the users or whoever users connected from here, they used to switch to here and then they can access it. So there is no downtime for your database. Such kind of setup we call it as a real application configuration. How we are going to manage those things, we call it as a high availability related things. That's where earlier they don't have this rack concept. From 9i onwards, this concept plays in 9i. Before 9.8 database version, we don't have this kind of high availability scenario. They used to use some parallel server, some other servers. Okay, leave it that job. This as a DBA and advanced skill, one of the advanced skill is you should have rack knowledge. Rack is nothing but the same database, but it's a cluster where and you need to manage the ASM file system and you need to manage the database in the cluster level. That is only the difference. And as I said, cloud, your on-prem database, as of now, you're using this on-prem. So there is a limitations on the servers when they need to purchase all the servers. But if you are going to cloud, you need to take on a rental basis, or you need to take on shared, or if you want to take a dedicated servers, you can purchase it up to the client requirements. If they don't want to invest huge amount on the infrastructure, they can use these cloud services that will make sense for them to save the amount. Okay, financially they can save a lot of amount if they are going to. Also they will get a lot of features, advanced features. So a lot of features. So if you want to migrate or move your on-prem database server to cloud, any cloud, it could be Oracle cloud, it could be AWS cloud or Azure cloud or Google cloud and so on. Our Oracle database, we can install all these clouds. Okay, all these clouds. So we should learn this, how we are going to install our database or move or migrate your on-prem database to cloud. That advanced skill you should learn. And once you migrated or move your on-prem database to cloud, most of the 90% of the tasks are same. Like on-prem, what are all the tasks we are doing? Similarly, we used to do. There could be some small changes or technical words or the commands might change. That's it. And the golden gate, real-time replication, we are using this golden gate. Simple example, this is also database, it will comes under. Earlier this is separate, golden gate admin is separate profile, but now market, right, we have huge competition is there, so they will expect more skills from the single candidate can perform all these things, then they are more interested to take the profile, right? So if you know, good to have this golden gate knowledge as well. Why we need to use this golden gate? Rack is already there, but in banking sector or telecom sector, somebody is trying to, suppose I'll take an example for golden gate, why we need to use and what is the high level usage of same database. It requires the database, Oracle database only, and golden gate software we need to download. It's a licensed. It is not a free of cost. Okay, it is advanced uh, technology for your data guard. Okay, one of the concept is there in our core database or Oracle database, data guard setup. Suppose we're having two servers. Okay, this located in India and this located in nearby India in Dubai. Okay, Dubai. So this is Dubai, one data center is there. In India, we have one data center. Here I have two node rack concept. Here also we need to have a two node rack concept, two database instances accessing the same database. Suppose in India data center some issue is happening, some data center power outage or some software issue or some other thing, it is not available. So users which are connecting to our database in this organization, right? You can take a Racsinfotech organization, Racsinfotech. So throughout the globe, users are trying to access and get the information from this site. They don't know how many data centers we are having, how many data centers we have installed our database because of the high availability and other things. So data guard will do the configuration between your Indian data center and database, and Dubai we have one more data center, there we have the database. We used to sync both the databases every second. So this is not available immediately. This is my standby server where it resides in our Dubai data center. Okay, in Dubai. I'm just giving an example. So India data center some issue. Immediately users which are connected to here, they will switch to this my Dubai data center where databases resides. So this is kind of there. There could be some conflict, or 5 minutes, or 10 minutes, or half an hour delay will be there. Switching the users and starting up this database, standby act as a primary, something like that. So it will take some time, and this is not exactly high availability, but there is the possibility to make it high availability. And the data replication from here to here, there is some conditions. Okay, if you want to use, I mean, whatever the operating system used here, the same operating system we need to use, and we are using the same operating system Linux, and the database 19c we used, and the database 19c I used. So similar architecture and similar functionality, everything should be there. It's a homogeneous system. Same Linux operating system only I can do this DR setup. And archive syncing, there could be some gap, 5 minutes, I mean 1 minute or 2 minutes or few seconds also there is a gap. So it is not real-time replication. To overcome this, Oracle has been introduced another software, that is Golden Gate software. Okay, this what it is, what the Golden Gate it does is a real time, almost near real time. Suppose if I want to take a SIM card, suppose the client is using, okay, throughout the globe they have the customers, telecom client. I want to take a SIM card, mobile SIM card. The number they used to give, right, 1 2 3 4 5 6 number. I took and I got this number from India. If somebody, the same telecom, somebody in India in different location, I'm like, I mean, I took the SIM card from Bangalore and somebody connected from Mumbai in India. They took the SIM card, same service vendor, Racsinfotech Telecom. I'm giving an example. So they should not get the same number. 1 2 3 4 5 6 is assigned to Rax Institute already. One. If I want to take another SIM card from Mumbai, they should not get the same number. How that should happen? It should, whatever the database data it is there, the SIM card number 1 2 3 has been assigned to so and so person. Immediately it should sync with the database server which is resides in a Mumbai. Then if they want to take another, if they want to generate a new number, whatever we have issued, that will not take it again. It should take 1 2 3 4 7 8 9, something like that, 786 or 789. It should not be 1 2 3 4 5 6 7, right? So in this activity should work when you have used Golden Gate. Near real time. It is not exact real time, but it's near, very few seconds. The data is going to replicate it from here to here. And another important thing is it is a heterogeneous. It is not platform dependent. Here I'm using Linux operating system. Here I can use different operating Windows operating system. This database I can manage with the different operating systems. I can manage it, and also parallelly I can replicate this with our Postgres non Oracle databases also. Okay, different databases I can integrate it, mean replicate the data, not the integrate, replicating the data. Whatever the data it is there, it should be replicated to here and here. It's a huge topic. Like we can do one way replication, or we can do bidirectional, or we can do multiple. Like whatever the data it is there, it should replicate it here and here and here, two ways. And same way, whatever the data it is there, it should replicate it here and here. So that is called multiple replications, multiple ways of replications. So a lot of things. High level, what is the importance of Golden Gate? It's a real-time replication purpose. Why we need to use in a banking system? Suppose this is a telecom. You can take an example, another example of banking. Okay, I have an account in Bangalore bank. Okay, some Racsinfotech banks, and you can take it. And I have withdrawn some amount. Okay, $1 lakh I have withdrawn from Bangalore Bank. And same way, I have given one check to another person or employee of the Racsinfotech. He or she can withdraw the another $1 lakh from this Mumbai bank. The bank balance is around like $10 lakh. Suppose you can take $10 lakhs. I already withdrawn 1 lakh, and remaining balance should be 9 lakh. If suppose this guy is trying to withdraw $10 lakh, it should immediately update, right? So such kind of replication in different data centers, by using this Golden Gate, we can able to implement it. That is the real-time data replication purpose. That is, if you know, right, if you start learning on this Golden Gate, it won't take much time also. It is like within a 10 to 15 sessions, you will have better idea. And then after 1 or 2 months, you can practice it. You will be an expert on Golden Gate. It's not it is not um, difficult technology. So all are very simple things, but we need to put our efforts. But step by step, you need to learn. First, Oracle database you need to learn. Then you can learn Oracle DBA, and then you can learn how to install and manage your databases on cloud. You need to learn these things. These are all like upskilling. If you are not going through all these skills, you will get a job, but you will not get a better salary. You will not get better opportunities. If you want to achieve, or if you want to grab a better opportunity, you need to upgrade your skill set. All are related technologies. Okay, and Exadata. That it is also, if only if you know the Exadata on Exadata servers, Oracle Cloud Exadata servers, how to manage the databases on Exadata servers, you will get this is separate profile also. Okay, but if you know as part of this Oracle DBA skill set, it is a too high level, like advanced skill set. Okay, you will get huge opportunities. A lot of gap is there for Exadata. Very few members or guys is having experience nowadays. You can focusing on Golden Gate and Exadata also. You will get huge amount of salaries. You will get huge amount of opportunities in the market. These are all about your core DBA skill set. If you know Oracle, not only Oracle database basic things, you should aware of this, or you should have an experience, hands-on experience. If you are crossing more than 7 years or 10 years of experience, at least 3 or 4 skill sets you should have in your profile. Above 10 years, it is mandatory. So because of the package which you are getting after 10 years, it should be matched, right? In the industry, huge competition is there. Even 7 years guy, if they are able to see it, if they screen the profile and the guy is having all the skill set, why should they choose your profile, right? Simply, we need to be upskill and put all the latest technical skills in your profile after you learn. Don't put simply, that will not work. But yeah, you can learn step by step. These are all the skills which won't take more than 90 days to learn. But if you want expertise in this skill set, you have to practice at least 2 months in each skill set. 2 months, you have to do the practice. Okay. Yeah, that's all about your Oracle DBA skill set. Oracle DBA, these are all the advanced. This is the future, okay? Future growth, like up to 20 years or 30 years, if you're getting IT skill set, this is the like till now, these are all the expected skills for Oracle DBA profiles for senior people. If the junior are below 5 years or 6 years, good to have all these things. At least good to have the basic knowledge. If you don't have a hands-on experience also, they are okay for that. We will learn it, right? Even if they're given the opportunity, you are willing to learn the new technical skills within a shorter period, and then you can explore further. Apart from this Oracle database, nowadays, if you want to explore outside of India, if you want to get as an Oracle DBA job, they're expecting another 1 or 2 DBA skill set. Okay, they will expect MySQL. It's not licensed to one, and MS SQL, Microsoft SQL DBA, or Postgres SQL DBA, or IBM DB2 DB. Any 1 or 2 databases they are expecting. These are also similar to your Oracle. These are all the competitors like MS SQL, Postgres, IBM, competitors for Oracle. But I'll give you one simple scenario. Suppose you have 100 customers in the globe, 100 customers using database software. 70% of the customers, 70 or more. I can give an example. It's an up as per my experience, it's not a certificate I'm giving. Okay, 70% of the organizations are using Oracle database software, and remaining 30% more than 100 database softwares, more than 100. Okay, these are all the database softwares which are using remaining 30% in the globe. So if you learn Oracle DBA and then you can try to focusing on MS SQL or Postgres SQL DBA, this has a market. Next, second place is theirs, and third and fourth, these are fourth. MongoDB is there, some other Amazon, Aurora is there. So many databases is there, but majority of the organizations are using Oracle database. So they're expecting if you know the Oracle DBA skill set, this database also we are going to manage. Only technical terms is going to change. Within 10 to 15 days, you can able to learn any one of that skill set. That is not a big deal. Okay. If you know the DBA skill set, how to manage the database, what is mean by the database, how we are managing the data, how we are doing the backups, how we are doing the patching, how we are doing the cloning. If you know the same kind of procedure we will do in these data, these are all the databases, right? But different software. Okay, the fundamentals will be the similar. The way we are working is the different tools. 1 or 2 tools will be different. Okay, it's very simple, good to have. If you want to explore outside India market, they're expecting in Singapore, Malaysia, or Australia, and Dubai. If you are looking for Oracle DBA profiles, there have gap market is there for Oracle DBAs throughout the globe, and especially in Dubai side, Singapore, or East African side, they're expecting core DBA should have this skill set. Any 1 of 2 added advantage, and especially if you are looking for Europe countries, Apart from this Oracle DBA, you can focusing on MS SQL. There are using most of the customers are using MS SQL DBA in Europe side. US, there is no doubt at all. Oracle database is number one. Like they are using, most of the clients are using Oracle, and then Microsoft also there. So they used to use MS SQL. So mm, what I'm going to suggest is learn first Oracle DBA, then try to focusing on any 3 or 4 skills. If you are willing to do all these skill sets, you can learn. Scripting also, they are nowadays asking most of the interviews. If you know the bash scripting, you know the shell scripting. If you know the some other Python, okay, Python scripting. If you are expertised basic knowledge in shell scripting, then you can explore later on. Okay, step by step. It is not mandatory for freshers or level 1, level 2 skill set. It is for experienced guys, more than 6, more than 10 years experiences. These skills are needed. Okay. That's all about our Oracle DBA related things. Okay. Now we understand. I hope you understand the basic roles as an Oracle DBA. If you have any doubts, any clarification is required, you can comment it or put a comment or post a comment on this below video. Okay. Now we can go with important thing, salary. No, there is no comparison. There is no worries about the Oracle DBS. If you know these skill set, okay, you will get very good salary compared to other, even those developers. Compared to the developers as a DBA, you will get high amount of salary. That I can assure it. Okay, if you know, if you are an expertised, I know the basics, and then if you know the basic, how much you know, that much you will get. Simple. How much knowledge you are having, how many database servers, how much of advanced skills you are having, that much you will get it. Okay, you will get 6 figure, like 6-digit figure salaries very easily if you're having this kind of skill set. And job security, not only Oracle DB, any kind of database administrations. If you talk about any kind of organization, if organization is a number of 1,000 employees is there. Example, if it's a small organization, it's having 1,000 employees. Out of 1,000, we may see 1 or 2 DBAs, 1 or 2, or max 5 DBAs, 5 DBA jobs. So remaining things, it could be a technical, it could be a developer, it could be some other non-technical related employees will be there. Like I'm giving approximately, or 5 to 10, or 5 people will be there, 5 to 10 people. It depends upon the business, which kind of business they are running. The basically 5 to 10 people is only the DBAs out of 1,000 employees. Okay, I'm giving an example. Every 100 DBAs, developers, 1 DBA is sufficient. 1 DBA is sufficient. These developers might be using PLSQL, SQL, or Java, Python, any kind of developers. It could be technical, it could be functional. Different technical skills is required. These developers required coding knowledge. They need to write some coding in Java, using Python, using PLSQL or SQL coding. But DBAs are not required. They are not, like, we are admins. We are not going to write any kind of code. Whatever they are going to write the code, that needs to be placed in your database. Who will place this code in the database? DBAs. So they are going to develop some kind of code, and they are going to give you some kind of files, and they are asking you to place in the database. They will give you the step-by-step instructions, but you should have what kind of code they written. Okay, it is okay or not. We need to do some kind of screening. That's where we need the basic knowledge of the SQL and PLSQL code. Okay, that's where whatever the code the technical functional guys developers has been developed, we need to check, is there any insert query, delete query, or update queries, basic things. Then we can cross check, and then we can deploy into production. Okay, these guys, apart from the DBAs, no one can able to modify, no one can able to write the information in the database, production database. Okay, they used to have non-production databases access. There they can develop the code, and this code we can do it, a code migration activities. That we'll talk about later. Okay, as part of Apps DBS, I'll talk there. It is much good, much better way to understand. Okay, let it be. So job security wise, 1,000 people is there, only 5 to 10 DBAs is there. If any recession is come into the picture, if they want to reduce the cost as per the company policies and all, if they want to reduce, you can think about it, where they are going to reduce, DBAs or other non-DBAs. Simple, you have an answer. So Job security for DBS is very, very, very high, very high. Like it is not easy to lose your job until unless you are not charm, you are not a gem, you are not having a good skill set. Okay. Even though if you are not having that much inside of the organizations, so many people are there. They're most encouraging the juniors. They are going to share the knowledge. And few people will be there, they are unable to mean they are not ready to share it. That's okay. That's okay everywhere. That I'll make another video, politics in IT, that we'll discuss later. Okay. But most of the organizations, most of the people, they're ready to help you. Okay. But you should be in a polite manner. You should not be in a different way. Everywhere polite is the thing which you can, which that can help you to grow. Not in IT, it could be anything in your real time life also. Polite, how to behave with others, how to respect the others, how to speak with others. So many ways. Okay, behavior depends upon your growth. Leave it. So, salaries, you will get very good salaries. As per my experience, I'm sharing, and you will get better job security compared to other competitors or competitive skills. Okay, very good. And then job market wise, we used to have a very few. The same way, competition also very less. Learn more, then you will get it. Once you get the job, it's very hard to lose your job until unless we are not upgrading. Hope you understand. That is Oracle DBA skill set. And who is doing, like, what is mean by this Oracle Apps DBA? Oracle Apps DBA is going to differentiate this application only, right? If you remove this is Oracle DBA only. So what is mean by this DBA is going to handle these applications plus this database. If you are removing this Oracle DBA, so Oracle DBA scope knowledge we required plus this apps DBA knowledge. What is mean these apps? These are all the applications, okay? Enterprise business applications, or you can say ERP solution. So under ERP used to have some kind of SAP, they have their ERP systems. Oracle, they're having their ERP systems. So apps DBAs are going to work and to help the business related things. This is software, e-business software. It's a part of your ERP solution or ERP software. Okay. As an apps DBA, let me give you a high level. Core database, we are having one server, operating system, database software, and database configuration. We are going to manage this. And the client, if somebody is trying to access this database, they can able to access. This is server and this is client for core DBA. Apps DBS, high level. Same it should be have. Database should be there. Client should be there. In between your DB and the client, it could be your system. Anybody can able to access it from the mobile laptops, right? This we call it as a client. In between, we have an e-business suite application. E-business suite application. This software, this you can install in the same server or different server. That is, so client is not going to connect with the database directly here in Apps DBA. Client is trying to connect with this application. This application is internally connected with this database. So to install this software, application software and the database software, to manage this database and this application as an Apps DBA, that is their role. Same whatever we did in our core DBA. Okay, client server relations, right? Most of the topics we can do as an apps DBA. Apart from that, we have an extra application in between your client and database. We have e-business suite software. So this also we need to, this application also we can start up, shut down, installation, upgradation, all those things we used to perform. So together your database plus e-business suite application knowledge, we call it as an application DBA. Okay, high level. Now, what are all the roles? Apps DBA roles. Installing the e-business suite software. Latest is 12 to 14. It is there. Like I'm going to show you. In up next video, I'm going to make okay Oracle Apps DB related things. Next coming up video, coming up the videos, like a series of the videos, I'll make Apps DB related things. Oracle Apps DB roles and how to install the Oracle Apps DB, this application. What is mean by this ERP solutions, architecture, what are all the things. Okay, as an apps DBA, you should have the knowledge installing the EBS suite, and configuring the e-business suite related things. And these are other tools, doing the patching activity, doing the concurrent processing, system administration jobs, cloning, workflow management and troubleshooting, application performance related issues, all together, application upgrade. This version, somebody using earlier version is something I can say EBS 11i, or I can say R12.1.3 version. This is an old version. Somebody using this e-business suite, enterprise business suite version 12.1.3, they need to upgrade to 12 to 12 latest versions. Okay. As a DBA, we should know how to upgrade this from lower version to higher version and how to install this. If they don't have any, the client has been a request, fresh application installation, how we are going to do that. Okay. So in Apps DBA, if you want to learn advanced, these are all the basic things, basic Apps DBA skill set. Okay. Maintaining the patches, application, basic things. And advanced skills, if you want to become an apps DBA, if you want to be an advanced or L3 guy, you want to support high level skills, you can learn, upgrade your business suite from R12.1 to 12.2. This is one thing. And how we are going to manage this e-business suite on OCI, Oracle Cloud Infrastructure, how we are going to manage this e-business suite. Okay, this apps DBA skills on Oracle Cloud. And single sign on, like if you want to log in with one time with the password and next time onwards it should not, for any application inside of your server, if you want to access, it should not prompt the password. That we call it as a single sign on. Single sign on, it means one time you can log in with your user ID, one password, one user ID, log in with, and n number of applications will be there. All together we are going to include passwordless connectivity. That we call it as an integrations or single sign-on operations. Okay. This you should aware of it, how to do this setup and how to manage the user single sign-on. If somebody reported I'm unable to log into application, how you are going to resolve. I'll show you as part of our e-business suite installation. Okay, that application, how we need to log in, where we need to log in, how it is going to work, everything I'll show you it in our upcoming videos. In this video, we are going to focusing on the difference between your core DBA and apps DBA. Apps DBA, we have, as I said, application is the middle tier. E-business suite will be there here. EBS software we need to install and the database will be there. DB. This e-business suite is going to integrate or internally communicated with this database. E-business suite will not store any kind of information. Okay. Only database required. Database is only holding the data. Whoever users are connected to this application, whatever the data they return, they have inserted, they have created, they dumped some information, right? That will, through this application, that will store in your database. As and when somebody is requested some information output, they require some kind of select, some reports. So they have to connect with this application. That select query is going to your database and fetch that information that will through this application. So we call it as this one is a middle tier. This is a client, middle tier and database tier. This is your e-business suite architecture. Okay. Same way, if you want to store any organization, it could be a banking, telecom, medical, healthcare, whatever it is, they require the database to store their information. Simply, I can say, I'm a Racsinfotech. Okay. As a Racsinfotech company, whatever the data we are having, classes, recorded sessions, upcoming sessions, all the informations, what are the services we are providing, okay, all that information, if I want to store one place, that place we call it as a database. I need a database to store my information, right, as a computer language. So if somebody is trying to access our Racsinfotech database information, I need to give direct access to this database to the clients. That is very difficult to, like, it's a small organization, then you can provide it. If it's like more than 1 lakh or 10 lakh people are trying to access this database through different locations, it's very difficult to provide direct access to them. And the business wise also, it's a business to business, so they should not aware what we are doing, what kind of business it is, right? They required, we need to share what exactly they needed, what kind of services we are providing for them, what kind of things we are holding internally. So hiding the information and also securing the information or segregating the importance of the data. So we are going to manage the applications. Applications also different applications. E-business suite, enterprise business. It is a software where the organizations are holding different kind of levels of information. Suppose you can take an organization, Racsinfotech. I have an employees of 10 people, 10 employees is there. Each employee, their information is stored in my database, right? That is one thing. And if the employee wants to apply a leaves, how they want to apply directly to the database, and they want to write update command, they want to write any insert command, no, right? They don't know anything about the language. These employees, if they want to manage their data and I want to pay the amount for them, like salaries, if you want to give it to them the salaries, and I want to take a service from them, there should be some enterprise application. There we are going to segregate the options, the forms we need to generate. All together those forms has been generated and those applications has been developed using e-business suite application. So my employees will try to connect with this application. There they have an option, GUI option, to apply for leaves, to update their personal details, and to check their salary information, to check their pay slips. All those things I need to put separate forms, separate things. These things will done by the developers. Okay, these forms, where they will do, they can develop by using e-business suite software, and they can dump into in this e-business suite application. Okay, whatever the data by using these forms, they want to store some information, right? That information only stores into the database. The structure and the forms, everything stores into your application. So I need to give the application access, this application access to my employees, and there inside of that portal, they require user ID and password. That is for application user ID and password, not the database user ID and password. They will log in. There they have some kind of responsibilities or menus. They clicked it and then they can apply it. So as an apps DBA, we need to manage this application. If somebody is unable to log into this application, if somebody is unable to access some kind of form or some kind of menus or responsibilities, we need to troubleshoot it. But in case of core DBA, we don't have these extra efforts. We can manage local users, database users. Okay. As an apps DBA, you can manage this database users plus application user. Two kind of users will be there that we need to manage. Okay. So that is the major difference. Apart from that, there is no much. As a core DBA, you can learn application and then you can become as an apps DBA. But as an apps DBA, you must have this core DBA skill set. For core DBA, not required the apps DBA skill set. That is only the difference between core DBA and apps DBA. Compared to core DBA, apps DBA is having market is bit less because it's few customers are using the applications, ERP applications. Salary wise, we'll talk about that later. Career opportunity wise, nowadays that on-prem e-business suite, they are migrating to SaaS product. Okay, SaaS product, it means completely managed by the cloud vendors. That we call it as some of the fusion applications. Okay, they are going to automate it, all the processes. Even though in they are automated lot of things, there could be some less opportunities for functional and technical guys, but DBAs, we have a scope in fusion as well. This is an advanced uh, technical skill for apps DBAs. Okay, we have demand is there. Very few resources are there on apps DBA side. We used to get a lot of job opportunities in the market. Compared to core DBA, apps DBA skills will be less, but we have a market scope. Competition also very less compared to core DBA. Apps DBA's interviews are, the market is competition very less. Okay. So who are all using this? Large enterprise organizations or private government organizations or any telecom, banking, reality kind of, and those who are using enterprise business, managing their hospitalities, managing their banking systems, managing their reality or some other things, right? So they are going to use this e-business suite application. For them, EBS apps DBS is required. Okay, apps DBS is required. Salaries compared to your core DBA, we will get bit higher salaries compared to core DBA. And you don't need to go with more on Exadata thing, Golden Gate things. Those will not there. Only few skills. These SSO things also nowadays uh, automated fully IDCS services. Okay, Identity Cloud Services is the tool for it's a licensed one on Oracle Cloud OCI, Oracle Cloud Infrastructure. We can able to manage it very simply. Okay, that is different story. Very simply, we can like we don't have a huge as an apps DBS. You don't need to learn much skills. Very few skills. You can learn Fusion medieval related things like WebLogic, Sova, IDCS or some other things you can ODI, okay, ODI, etc. It's not mandatory for apps DBS. Good to have all these skills. This WebLogic is as part of your e-business with 12 too. So you should have that is not a big deal. It's a simple thing. And if you know this one skill set from the Fusion middleware, you can able to do it. Remaining skills also very easily. Okay, OBIE, etc. Good to have. This is a separate profile also in the real. These are all the separate profiles in market. But if you have this skill set, good to have. This is very simple things. You can learn within 15 to 20 days these skills. That is the advanced skills. Next 20 to 20, 30 up to next 6 to 7 years, we can able to easily survive on this market. We used to have more on it. Even e-business your side market is very high for Oracle side, ERP market. So compared to the core DBAs, we will get more salaries, high salaries. Demand is also very high because we are going to learn about the core plus apps extra. Okay. Now salaries, it's good and job security, it is also there. And yeah, we need to be up to date, upgrade our skill sets. So same in the core DBAs also you can learn this rack thing, right? So as it is, whatever the core DBA is doing, compared to those skills, extra skills also as an apps DBA, we are going to do it. Yeah, that's all about this core and apps DBA differences. And the market also very high. Let me show you this in the job portal for your information and the LinkedIn. I'm going to show you how to check Oracle Apps DBA profile. I'm just giving a heads up or something like that. See here, we used to have couple of opportunities, Apps DBAs and core DBAs, Oracle DBA, Oracle DBA, Apps DBA, Oracle DBA, Apps DBA. So these are two different profiles. You have huge number of opportunities in the market, not only in India. If you want to search somewhere else, Singapore or United States, will check. United States, you can check. See here, we used to get Oracle Apps DBA with EBS knowledge, Oracle on-site. That's so in US market, if you want to search for different country, you can check according to that. Okay. These are the opportunities we have everywhere. So you can learn simply and then keep on upgrading your skill set, up to date skills, automations, those you can learn and then you can make up to date your profile with up to date skills with your profile. Okay. That's all about this thing, guys. If you have any queries, if you have any comments, or if you want any clarification related things, I'll upload my this video in my channel Racsinfotech. If you haven't subscribed, if it is useful, you can subscribe and share to your friends and colleagues, and comment it if anything you require or any other informations you are looking for. Okay, thank you and bye.